Hello, it's sunny. 2 days and it's been sunny, really hot and sunny. So, dead quick video about visas, not reviewing a vacuum, visas. I phoned up the Home Office the other day for an inquiry. I don't know why I did it, it was just a spare the moment thing. I thought, you know what, I'm going to ask them. And I asked them several things. So, I'll tell you what I asked them. So the first thing I asked the guy, I said, my wife works as a carer, not for the NHS, for a private care organisation. Now, about a month or so back, Boris Johnson stood up in Parliament and said that anyone who is a carer won't have to pay the immigration surcharge. So what I'm saying there is the IELT charge, you know, the NHS hospital medical treatment, they won't have to pay it. So I asked him that. And this guy I spoke to was super honest with me, and he just said that was just a political statement to appease the people. This is what he actually said. He said political statement to appease the people. And he said at the minute there was no firmed like rules, procedures, legislation, whatever you want to call it, for them to work off at the Home Office that states like you work it as a carer in a private care organisation like a care home, typical care home, you're going to get exempt from that or you're going to get refunded. He said there's nothing actual that they can work off, and at the minute it's nothing more than a news story. And he actually used the word appease the people and news story. So he said watch the space, it might change. I guess it has to change because Boris Johnson stood there and went, if you're a carer you don't have to pay the NHS surcharge and you're exempt. Everyone was clapping him, oh beautiful Boris. But yeah, Home Office told me nothing firm at the minute as of June 2020. That is nothing more than a news story. Wait and see. So the second thing I asked him was, when you come to the UK you do an A1 test. After 2.5 years you're supposed to do an A2 test, and at the end of 5 years you do a B1 test. I'm talking English tests. So I said, can you not just do a B1 and blow them out? His words to me were, legislation and rules state at 2.5 years you've got to do an A2 test. And he said, as far as he's concerned, A1, A2, B1. He said people may have previously done a B1 and blown it all out and just done a B1 and blown it all out, happy days. He said that, but that was before they introduced the A2. So he said, if you're applying for a 2.5 year visa, he said, we're expecting an A2. And if we don't get an A2, reason to reject. And that's what he actually said. He said the words, reason to reject. So that's debatable. I'll leave you guys to argue that. Whether you do a B1 and you blow it out, that's at your discretion. But he said to me, the rule book is A1, A2, then a B1 at the end. So I'll let you think about that one. And because I was on a roll talking to this guy, I said, okay, I'll be cheeky and I'll say, what's the rule around regarding applying for your visa 28 days before? What's the rule book? So I said, can I not just do a couple of months? He said, yeah, you can do a couple of months. You can do it now if you want, 6 months early. He said, but you'll lose that time. He said, your maximum time they're allowed to apply as a form of extension is the 28 days. So he said, say your visa is due in October, you can apply for it in September, 28 days before, bang on the 28th day, and they'll apply those 28 days to the next visa and away you go. But he said what you've got to focus on is you're trying to achieve 5 years. So he said if you keep repeatedly, this is his words, if you keep repeatedly extending your visa before 28 days, technically you won't have done a full 5 year time served in the UK. So you get to the end when you think you can apply for the indefinite, you'll be short time. So he said my advice is stick to the rules, 28 days, bam, on the 28th day be ready with your finger on the button, hit submit, pays the money, keep it safe. Don't do it till the final 28 days. That's his words, debatable. I'm just telling you what he said, and I'll let you think with that one. Yes, that was it really, just 3 quick questions, and had a chat with the guy and then we parted ways. So yeah, thanks guys, you know, short and sweet. Take care, thanks for watching. Cheers now.